What's up, guys, and welcome back to Wake Up Entertainment. Kelly's boyfriend has finally confessed in court, and he is confessed that I lied under oath when I made some parts of my confessions in the statement. So he actually clarified a version that he made in his statement about saying that Joshlin was sold to a Sangoma for 20,000 rands. So the boyfriend has clarified that in court and said, I lied. So he said that I invented all of this narrative under fear and pressure during police interrogation. But the big question is that how can someone lie to such an extent, even under police interrogation? You come up to an extent of fabricating a story, bringing in a sangoma, 20,000 rands. So maybe there are some reasons why he actually lied. Like, for example, he was trying to shift the blame, by thinking that by creating this sensational story, it would redirect the suspicion somewhere else and actually make him like a small player in a bigger scheme. And also another reason might be panic and guilt. If he was involved or knew something but didn't want to confess directly, he may have felt cornered and gave out this fake story, as a way to deal with the pressure, or maybe psychological breakdown. But in this situation where the entire nation is emotionally invested in this trial, this false story by this Kelly's boyfriend, it makes everything more tragic, because it's actually a disaster for him, Kelly's boyfriend. So this is a disaster for Kelly's boyfriend. Let me recap it for you. Number one, admitted lying under oath. Number two, making up a horrific story that he lied on. Number three, he claimed that he was tortured by the police. He has to back up that with evidence. If he fails to back up that with evidence, then it's a disaster. Number four, he's still facing trial, and you come up with this story. So it's a disaster for this guy, at least the way I'm seeing it. Because the big problem is that even if some of what he now says becomes true, he now starts telling a true story, his credibility is now shattered. The court, the public, and even his co-accused might see him as a liability, so nobody might end up believing whatever that he says. So the only way for him to come out of all of this is for Kelly's boyfriend, this guy that we're talking about, to provide concrete evidence backing up his version of the events. At least that way, he can regain that trust and maybe come out of this thing that he has created himself. At least that's how I see it. Tell me in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.